wearing glasses.
A love letter to slam poetry. 1. Forever keep the slam poetry voice. You all know exactly the one I'm talking about. That specific rhythm and cadence with certain words punctuated for emphasis. 2. We all love the slam rhythm when sometimes you stop in the middle of a sentence to get the point across. Or sometimes you talk quickly, so quickly, repeating the words, repeating ideas, repeating the sounds, driving home over and over without breathing, trying to convey meaning with the rhythm relentlessly beating until you stop to let what you just said sink in. 3. Never forget the slam poem numbering format. It lets us know that somehow there is an end to the poem and eventually we will all reach it. When poets tell us the number in the title, even better because then we can gauge how long this whole thing will take. 4. Because of you, I've heard so many poems about ex-girlfriends, white people's thoughts on race, and imaginary relationships with strangers in the streets. It's totally not creepy to smile at someone and have them plot out your life together in flowery free verse. 5. Poetry is a loose term. Most of the time it's prose with line breaks. 6. Slam poetry is so much more exciting than high school English poetry recitation.
Yep.
Words are actually powerful as opposed to dry arrangements of ink that some dead guy wrote about flowers a few hundred years ago.
Woo!
Yeah, dead guy.
Dead guys. 7. Because of you, I've heard so many poems about being gay, being black, being a woman, being someone who isn't a straight white guy. That's more important than I can say because people like me grow up thinking that our experience is the baseline, and we mistake our subjectivity for objectivity.
Woo!
Slam, you smash that assumption and open up new worlds of experience.
Yeah.
8. You give people a voice. You create communities. You make words something that everyone can have, and you provide a place for people to talk about a world where social justice is such old news that someone gets funny looks for not talking about it, as opposed to for bringing it up. And you also let me say fuck a lot, it's totally cool. 9. Never stop democratizing poetry. Rather than being something for stuffy assholes and turtlenecks and berets, you can walk on stage in a fucking garbage bag, and you are just as entitled to speak as anybody else who steps up to the mic.
Yeah.
10.
Preach.
I make fun of slam poetry because I love it. I love to see people quake as they struggle to express the power inside of them. I love to hear finger snaps and moans of agreement as a poet spits a gospel on stage.
Yeah.
I love to watch a poet's face as the audience carries them off stage with their applause because more often than not they look like they're finally home. I make fun of slam because I've read and heard and written so much of it that I've noticed a few things. But I've learned that because I've loved it and because it taught me to speak, because it teaches all of us to speak. Slam poetry, you help us turn pain into beauty, and beauty into more beauty, and you help us help each other learn how to live. Thank you.
Yeah!